Bree here. We're playing the Stanley Parable. Hope y'all join me on this exciting adventure. I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, honestly. But hopefully it'll be good. Um, Let me just check a few things before I begin. Alright, let's do English and hit confirm. Have I played the Parable before? No. What is this? Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I will do this. Please enter the current time. Alright then. My current time is... Does it really matter what time it is? Okay. It's not AM. Okay. Alright. It's 11 now. 9/11? Goddamn. Okay. Goddamn. Okay. This is cool. I could see on the screen right there too. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. The end is loading. The end is never, the end is loading. I don't know what that means.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley
Stanley
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
God damn.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until he wasn't.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
That's weird.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Oh. I hate Mondays. So I can crouch. There's a phone. There's a computer. Is there anything else? There's a yellow box. Okay. 428.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Who has that kind of cup? Alright. Maiden room. Is that a jail cell? That looks like a jail cell. Why is there a ladder in this room? Where the fuck's the maiden room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Well, if I do the door on the right, I'm gonna be rebellious.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do want to stop at the employee lounge. I want to see what kind of benefits Stanley gets here.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Number one, Dad.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yes, I gotta get my cold drink, you know? Give me my cold drinks. What does this say?
Yes, really, really worth it being
Fuel.
here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have missed, but eager to get back to business,
Fine.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
On my left. Okay. Well... Yo, no, that's... I wanted to admire this room first.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't like you.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is it?
She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting? Who? Who's been waiting? Who's been... This doesn't seem good. Am I gonna fall off the map here? Well... Let me out, let me out! Oh, so I can open the doors. That's the only thing I can open is doors. Saw some papers on the ground. Can I look at them? Not really. Can I look at this? Urgent. This is very scary. Oh!
That's her, Stanley.
Who is she?
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. Huh. If you can truly play... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug your phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I don't fucking know.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Am I
Music
cheated?
comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
I don't know,
None
man.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What do you mean?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so
What?
we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What do you
Please
mean?
observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, God.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What the fuck does that mean? Practice? Practice?
How are you doing today?
Excuse me, it's
Excellent.
4 a.m. I gotta
Making
leave.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What?
Most medical
Why is it an
professionals
alligator?
recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I'm so glad. So happy.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Where are we going?
Now that we know your choices
Why
are
is it gates
meaningful,
now in
we
here?
can't have you jumping off the platform
Fuck!
and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
I would
that
love
story
that.
would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I just got a trophy that I can't jump. Give me. I can't loot this place? Huh?
Certainly try.
I'm gonna try. Every door.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
God damn. Huh.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't go through it anymore! I fucked up.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Fine. Why is the game becoming more and more fucked up? Okay. I'm in the room. Hello? Voice in my head. I can't open the other door, man. We're doomed. What happens if I jam the door? Hello, voice in my head. I, Stanley, have jammed the door. I jammed the door. Yes, this looks right. This is all.
Oh my god.
This is all good. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I jammed the door.
Go back even further.
I fucked up this door.
Oh my god.
I can't even choose.
You're just gonna have to pause and reset again. That last checkpoint.
Yeah, I guess I have to pause and reset. Zoom the game.
Begin the game again.
I guess I do have to begin. Is it the whole entire game?
I don't know.
Oh. I guess I do have to begin the game again. God damn.
You broke it.
I broke the game. That was funny. I was like, psych! Can't get me to get through the door. Swear to God, if I just start
They
over
try to
again.
lock you in too. That's funny.
I know. I start all the way back at the beginning.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Whatever, man.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine, I'll go straight
When
to the
Stanley
meeting room.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Nah,
entered
fuck
the
you,
door
guy.
on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm gonna jump.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I'm gonna
first,
jump.
just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, thank you. I'm gonna jump.
You don't like
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
I'm gonna
incredible
jump.
he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
You can't
Good
control my
job,
life!
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am powerful! I control my life!
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm super powerful. I'm the most powerful Stanley ever. Most powerful Stanley. All the powerful Stanley. Super powerful Stanley.
Look, the time is actually matching our time.
Really? That's super weird. Just face the wall. Okay, well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know, man.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't take any of the documents off the floor.
It says type.
Type. I'm typing.
Looks like papers are thrown everywhere as if everyone just disappeared all at once.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to right
This was
again.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I need to see how my
Perhaps he wanted
ending
to stop
went.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I sure do.
The lounge was
I love this
sublime,
employee lounge.
a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
The
Its
cold
grace,
drinks.
its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I ain't doing it. Can't make me do shit.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
platform
your
down
trust
here?
in someone
Yeah,
else can be
that's what
difficult.
I'm gonna do.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Yes.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Forgot to take my antipsychotics today.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'll go white. Fuck. Red. Blue. Red. Blue. This is red. I'll go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, there's a wall now. Well, I'm gonna keep going blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What is
You
it?
see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Alright. Ooh, what's this? Worldwide leaderboard. Is these real people? Am I at the bottom? Stanley. This is you. How long did it take you to get the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. I'm 9,328 out of 9. Why not ask some friends for some help? Friends list is empty. Did you know that 21.3% of the players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% players chose the blue door. 98. I can't even read that. A dead rat is on.
Rat did it in 3 hours.
We will go this way.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Is 1 good or is 5 good? I'll give it a 3. I'll give it.
That's so you.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let me look. Okay. Let me look.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Really?
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
God damn, I'm just gonna let it go in the fire. Goodbye, man.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This game's sure fucking interesting.
Aha!
What?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Is that my wife?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Is that
Come,
pizza?
let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
So I have my kitchen. Where do I take a shit?
Right over the edge.
I take a shit right over the edge. Whoa. Whoa. Propane tanks. I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna knock them over. Guess I actually have to go down. Wow. Look at these trees. Beautiful. God damn, this game is kinda lagging with the trees. What am I supposed to do out here?
No, it can't be.
What do you mean? Oh god, it's lagging a little bit.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
It's an open world game? No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
An open
Really
world
wandered
game?
off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh,
This guy has
heavens
severe
we
OCD.
avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I like the trees.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful.
Soccer?
See, this is exactly what
Rocket
I had in
League?
mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I will impress you.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay,
Yeah.
Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Give me the ball. Whoa. I got the ball. I can go fast. I'm gonna hit it into the blue one.
And you're actually playing. Right? What the fuck is happening?
Give me the ball!
Are you
I've
doing
never
it?
seen
Are
this.
you winning? Is this fun? Is it
It
better
is.
than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
For sure.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
All right, drop it down, Grandpa.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Give me that ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
I need the
I'm
score.
insatiable. More balls.
I got one. Balls everywhere! I'm gonna hit them all. It's so
Are
cool.
you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yes.
Are you having fun? Is this
Yes.
a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is
Why?
my game, and what I say goes.
That sucks.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Did he actually leave? Time to slam a sleepily. I guess I'm gonna go put myself in the goal. I'll be the ball. I will be the ball this time.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Goodbye.
Genius.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Did I just die? What? What happened? What am I? Okay, this is my office space. Clearly. Clearly. 508. There's an open door down there. There's lights over there. I get to this computer room. Huh, it's a blue. I guess I have to follow the blue square. There's a blue square somewhere.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
You keep waiting. Keep waiting. Oh. Why am I back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did everything just start again? What is booping?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I'll follow what he says. I'll see what's down here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for
Feeling
not
a wave
getting
of
fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Damn! How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Using slides to assure players that everything isn't okay. Make sure that your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel in the text. This will make it... Oh god, everyone's unique. You most of all. Okay. Thanks. Number of slides. Charts and slides. Goddamn. We need reviews. I want to get rid of the def sport portion and the primary review schedule. What was this? What the fuck?
Imagine you had to give this presentation.
Anything else? What's your dreams for the future? Mitosis! Yes. Mitosis. Okay. The broom closet. I can go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so
That's
he
not true.
turned around and got back on track.
That's not true. I want the wrench. And use all these tools and get the broom.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm in the basement. There's a car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That's so true.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Goddamn.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh,
He
God.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Are you normal?
Everything will be fine.
Who's normal?
I am okay.
Who's okay? Are we all okay? We can't be okay. There's no way.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the fuck's Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place
Who the fuck is that?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then
What?
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Is that me?
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
What do you
I
mean?
know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
What?
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Alright. So I'm just a schizophrenic?
You just ended up on the street?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I ended up on the street passed out.
Who the hell was Mariella?
I don't know.
I guess that was an ending.
I guess so. Who am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
God damn.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Going to the goddamn meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct
I need
way
to figure
the
out my
meeting room,
ending,
and
my
Stanley
first
knew it
ending.
perfectly well. Perhaps he
'Cause I
wanted
got
to
stuck
stop
with
by
the door.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to admire this lounge.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley
Yes.
for the first time understood true happiness.
Can't open
Then
the
the
blinds.
feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now
Why
it's
does
only
people-
half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Why is people messy
But
as
eager
fuck?
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I mean, I haven't gone this way yet.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and
Fuck
got
you,
back
buddy.
on track.
Goodbye. I'm going down. I'm going down, down, down.
Ah, the way you play scares me.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No, I don't.
He wanted to wander about and get even
What the
further
fuck?
off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go,
Yeah, we got 3
from
doors,
here,
buddy.
It's, left.
Is it? Can I? Oh. Oh,
Oh, no. No,
Oh.
it's to the right. My mistake.
you fucker.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He needs to fucking look up the way.
Now, let's see. You went down right,
Fragile.
left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This
You do?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, fuck no. You're gonna run me over by a car. Oh. You're trying to kill me. Oh, what?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Fired?
Just
Who is
back to,
fired?
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh,
and this
God.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
God damn. What the fuck is this guy doing? Spying on everyone?
All of his co-workers were gone.
You're driving me
What could it
insane,
mean?
buddy.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'll play your game. Oh wait, no, I still have to finish my first ending. So my first ending.
When Stanley...
What the fuck?
Wait,
What?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... What did some...
I want to go through this door.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for
I want
sure
this
that
door.
it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Okay.
Let's find the story.
Can I jump? Fuck, I can't jump. I want to jump. Let me look at these hallways. See what I got in each of these hallways. I don't like you. I like this. I like this hallway. Circles. Huh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I don't know,
Well,
man.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a
Inner
shot.
guilt.
Why
Everyone
not?
knows what you did. Inner guilt? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're going to the meeting room. 420, blaze it! What?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I
You
might
sure
be
did.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, open the door. Okay. Back into the doors we go. There's an open door over there. Oh. Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What's
the
that?
story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Dude, you're getting us both lost. What the fuck? Wood?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
This...
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I win? I win?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
I win? I'm a winner!
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Yeah, where the
both know
fuck
you
am
didn't
I?
Put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
God damn it. God damn it. How many times you gotta restart, old man? Oh god, there's an adventure line! You
All
kidding me?
right, I've got a solution.
You do?
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What? You never went that way before.
I haven't. Oh. Scary music. I am curious about what's over here. Is he trying to kill me?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's
It
over
does?
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay, sure.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Sure. We could have some. Oh, what the hell? That's kind of loud, man. God damn, that's super loud as shit. I found more mugs. Sir, I can't climb the wall. I can't follow the yellow line. I can't climb the wall. Help me climb the wall. I'm not Spider-Man. Huh. More wall. What is this? Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Zig, zag. And your reviews. I am following. Oh shit, what the hell happened? I didn't do shit. Did I just glitch your game? Just by following the line? God damn, it's so loud.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Why?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I'm studying it so hard. Okay. Very important fern. Okay. Okay. Well.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I don't know, man. Is it ringing a bell?
Still missing the doors.
It sure
Did we
is.
make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Can I just go through the wall? There's an open door over there. I want to go over there. God damn. Whoop. I'm back here.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
God damn. This guy is just like... Restart. Every moment.
Oh my god, it's back.
Did you fix the line?
It's bright out, you can't even see out the window.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure, I guess.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I want to be a
Whatever it might be,
Pop-Tart
Stanley,
cat flying in
I'm
space.
ready for it.
Pop-Tart cat flying in space right now. I want that Pop-Tart cat. Or we could go kick some balls again.
Oh, no, not you
Oh.
again.
Oh, God.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Wee. Wee. Wee.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that
Whee!
somewhere, the place where we're trying to
Whee!
go, there
Oh
must be a
god.
reverse door that leads here.
I might get seasick.
And that in turn means
Oh
that our
god.
destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly
I am
yes,
dizzy.
then by all accounts,
I
the
regret.
door on the right is the correct one.
Okay.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, I can't go through this door? Huh? Huh? The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Maybe.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck happened? I didn't do anything. I just touched the screen. I just touched the screen.
Glitching it again?
What?
Glitching it again?
I'm glitching the game again. Da-na-na-na-na.
All you had to do is take the left door.
I don't want to. Stanley died.
All of
for
his
sure.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine. We'll go to their meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person
I saw
here
this
either.
earlier.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And now what? Executive bathroom. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Time magazine's here. Okay. Boss man, you here? Why is there a gun being pointed at a panda? Makes 0 sense. I'm going down the elevator. Gimme. I can't even do it. Boss man,
Stepping
you
into
here?
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Fine. It was 2, 8.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What the hell? Is this where I get hit by a truck? What is this? Can I deviate anymore?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Mind control
that read
facility.
Mind control facility.
Escaping.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? Kind of violent death you're talking about?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I choose death. I choose
At this
death,
point,
sir.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
I am.
And willingly confront his death.
I'm gonna confront my own death. I killed myself twice in this game.
I choose that. You cannot control me.
What? What? I didn't die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I can just hide.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
Is this
man.
what happened to all the
So he
workers?
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Okay.
Farewell, Stanley.
Adios. I thought I'd drop to my death, but I guess not.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Yes.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Who the hell is this? What? I was freed by a woman.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Ah.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. What is this?
When
Whoa.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Damn. Ah, this is the office space. The office layout. That's where I started. That's where I went. And then this was my two-door decisions right here. Are these just prototypes? The office. This is an exhibit. Can I choose one? Uh-huh. Aha. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, these are the credits. What's over here? The light's getting brighter. The maintenance room. This is really cool. Fun? Since when? Oh, are these all the endings that... Are you gay? What? Dear Nate, from art subject. Dear Nate, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to the art. What? It goes by really fast. And these are just the office spaces. Stanley's office. Oh god. This is so pretty cool. There's a clock. Is it really reading the time that's now?
No, it's not.
The lounge.
Stanley jumped in the river. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you? Now then, this elevator for sure will get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in
Brightman,
the
the
story.
voice of the narrator.
Oh, for crying. Is this that other building?
Three
Now look
separate
closer,
times
Stanley.
over the 2 years of
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design.
I like that.
You pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fun.
This is really cool. I'm guessing this is the end game of the credits, like just being shown. This is the office spaces. Exit is through here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
What happens if I actually just turn off my console?
it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, once I get set back, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. This is a wonderful game. I like this game a lot. There I am! Can I save the game?
Yeah, saves quit.
Wow, that was fantastic. I love this game so
It
much.
keeps going. There's plenty more.
There's plenty more.
Oh yeah, I mean like you keep making different decisions at different points. It does a whole bunch of different stuff.
God damn. Wow. I still have to go back to my first decision because I glitched the game earlier. I glitched the door. The door that got jammed earlier on.
It's just like, you know what, I'm done with you. Alright.
I had to reset the game because I got stuck. Alright, thank you everyone that watched. I'm probably gonna play this game a little bit more to figure out multiple endings. I wonder how many endings there are to this game. So many?
Oh man.
Oh god. That means we're gonna be here for a long time. Alright, adios everyone. Have a nice night or day. Bye.